What is up, everybody? Back again with another video. In this video, things from Harbor Freight that I think are halfway decent and they're good buys. Also in this video, things from Harbor Freight that I absolutely hate. Now, I don't mean for this channel to become a Harbor Freight video. The reality of, or a Harbor Freight channel, the reality of it is Harbor Freight content gets me some very good views. And since I'm just starting out, it helps me a lot. So if you like the Harbor Freight reviews and overviews, as I call them, then hit the like button and hit subscribe. It really helps me out. If you don't like the Harbor Freight reviews, then please stick with me because I have more content coming. As you saw in the first clip, we are slammed with snow. The first day of spring was a few days ago, and we got hit super hard. I think yesterday was like the first day of spring. We got hit super hard. This is what we're dealing with here, and it kind of limits me to what I can do right now. But as soon as the weather turns and it gets warmer, I'll be able to do more stuff, and I'll be able to record more things, and you'll have more content. So if you don't like the Harbor Freight stuff, trust me, I know there's a lot of videos out there on Harbor Freight. Stick with me, and there'll be more content. But in this video, I have some things here that I really wanted to share with you guys and give you my opinion of how these perform, and really, how I think that they're good. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Cheers. Ozark Trail koozie, can koozie, can't beat them. I'm not ashamed. So first up on my list is the Harbor Freight breaker bar. This is the 1/2 inch. I think Pittsburgh Pro breaker bar. I'm sure there's like a real technical name, but I don't really know like how long this is or whatever. I think they sell like 2 breaker bars. This one and a different one that doesn't have the comfort grip handle. So all you need to know is it has a comfort grip handle. Now this breaker bar, in my opinion, is the best value, the bang for your buck that you're going to get at Harbor Freight. This thing's a beast. There's a guy out there who does a review of this particular breaker bar, and he puts it up against Snap-on, Matco, and I think Mac. So I'm not even going to bother like going through all that stuff with you guys because I'll link his video in the description below and you can look it up for yourself. But if you are a weekend warrior mechanic or you're a full-time mechanic, I would even, I'm going to go ahead and guess, if you're a full-time mechanic, if you're a diesel or a heavy-duty like mechanic, this breaker bar would probably hold up to the amount of stress that you could put on it. I mean, this thing is a beast. And it's cheap. Like for how cheap it is, I feel like you should just go buy one. If you have ever taken a tire off at your house more than one time a year, go buy the breaker bar. I think with a coupon, it's $17 and change. If you don't even bother with the coupon, it's $19.99. Harbor Freight accepts coupons on smartphones, so pull up a coupon on a smartphone, on an email, give it to them, and you can pick this thing up for like on the cheap. Honestly, this would be great for a backup or a truck breaker bar or whatever. I mean, but once you see the other video of it as well, it's like a no-brainer. This thing just works really good, and it's stout, man. This thing is like way beefier than I ever thought. So this is like, look, I'm dropping it. This is my #1 pick for the best value, the bang for your buck. Now, the other thing I really like are these ratcheting wrenches, the flex heads. What I don't like about them is they don't come in a complete, like, you only get 5 pieces on these sets. That's the only thing they have. But honestly, I feel like they're worth it. I don't know if you can hear, but it's a finer like tooth count, and they work really good. And flex head ratcheting wrenches can be kind of expensive, and I know you get more, you get a full set. But I actually found out that I really like these. The profile isn't terrible. They're not super thick. They're relatively comfortable. You know what I mean? I wouldn't think that you were going to be like torquing something super crazy with these anyway. But I do think these are a good value. So if you're on the fence about these two items, I would say you could just go ahead and pull the trigger on them because you're probably going to be happy with them. And I think these are like 25 bucks with a coupon or cheaper. I actually got these for a Christmas gift. And at first when I see them, I was like, I don't know about these. But after using them a few times, I like them. I like them a lot. I really do. I really like them. The next thing on my list, there are these gloves I really like. The 7 mil, though, thickness, not the 5 mil. So the darker blue gloves. And, I'm always buying gloves and stuff like that. And I really like these gloves. These are like the essential gloves I buy when I go there all the time, pick them up, So that's the things that I feel like are good values and are worth, like, I would buy these gloves even without a coupon because really the savings on like $6 is kind of minimal, but hey, you save it anyways. Back when they didn't have except coupons on smartphones, if I didn't have a coupon in my truck or whatever, I would just go ahead and pick them up anyway. I would only buy gloves, but what I'm trying to say is I felt like they were a good enough value. I didn't care about the coupon. So those are the things that I feel like are decent or worth buying. And we could get into more stuff, and I'm trying to keep the video short, sweet, and simple. I'll tell you what, there's a few things from Harbor Freight. Everybody knows, everybody has them that you just hate, that you bought and you thought to yourself, why did I even buy this? This is junk. And one of the things that I don't like, that I hate, is this stubby ratchet right here. This stubby ratchet I absolutely hate because it's like heavy, it's super thick, and it just doesn't, for me, it just doesn't feel that great whenever you're trying to, whenever you're trying to take something off, like take a fastener off. It feels like clunky and heavy, and I don't like it. So it just sort of sits around in my toolbox. I don't use it too much. When I bought this stubby, what I really wanted was something like this. And this is from Gear Wrench. Gear Wrench makes this. It's an 84 tooth, which I think this is a 74 tooth. I think. Somebody out there correct me if I'm wrong. But I really wanted something like this. And, you could tell it's actually a little bit shorter. Same 3/8, a little bit shorter, definitely slimmer profile, and I kind of liked it. The gear wrench doesn't have a button, so if you have to, you can hold the top of it. It's not really a huge deal, but I just don't like this ratchet. I never did, so that's something I don't like. But this gear wrench one, I do like a lot. This just came in a kit, this. Obviously, if you take this out, it's an incomplete kit, so I hate leaving it out. So I want to buy another one of these, just these. But my point is, I hate that one. Another thing that I hate from Harbor Freight, which just might sound weird, but I hate these gloves. I can't stand them. I mean, I think these are $4.99, and the blue ones are like $6.99. But these gloves just suck so bad. Like, I wore them. I've been wearing these for a long time, and I just would change them out. But then I'd go through boxes like crazy. And I was doing something the other day. I was doing brakes on my Camry, which I didn't film. And I put a fresh pair on. I grabbed the rear drum off the car, and they ripped. So I took them off, got another pair, started, doing what I had to do, ripped another pair, threw them off, grabbed another pair, and it was it just sucked. I was just so frustrated because I like using these gloves to keep things clean, but I don't like using them when I'm just burning through them 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of job. It's not even worth it. So for that reason, I don't like these. Honestly, I keep these around for changing the cat litter or super lightweight stuff. I've even used them a few times even though you're not supposed to. But handle food if I'm down here and I'm grilling outside in the summertime, whatever. But my point is, I hate these gloves. It's like a love-hate relationship. I hate them. What else do we have up from Harbor Freight? Honestly, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else on the agenda today beside what I showed you. The ratchet that I hate, the gloves I like. The breaker bar, I feel like if you're a car guy at all, you should own. And these wrenches. So that's that's what I had on the agenda today. Trying to get some content out for you guys. I appreciate everybody who watches my videos. I'm up to like 45 subscribers maybe, which is more than I had last week, so I cannot complain. I'm happy that you guys are watching my videos and everything else. And I just wanted to say real quick that, I go to Harbor Freight a lot, and I don't want everybody to think that I just buy Harbor Freight stuff. That's not the case. I do enjoy going to Harbor Freight because it's one of those things where you can find good quality tools there, and they're not that expensive. But at the same time, you can find really cheap tools that are like not even worth buying. I mean, we've all encountered that. It's just exciting to me that I've watched kind of Harbor Freight go from super suspicious junk to some of the stuff is halfway decent. I mean, I have to say, some of their stuff is halfway decent. And like for me, I'm not a full-time mechanic at all. I mean, I'm not a mechanic, and I'm, so for me to buy tool truck brands sometimes can be unrealistic. Now, do I have tool truck brands? Yeah, I mean, I have a few things. This toolbox ain't loaded with tool truck brands. As you can tell, this is a Harbor Freight toolbox. But again, in my specific situation, I don't need, all that stuff. So it's nice to be able to find like this breaker bar. It's $20. That really gets the job done. That works fantastic. And, I know this stuff is from China, you know what I mean? But, at the same time, they do employ American people. They are an American company. So it's not all bad. I mean, yeah, I like stuff made in America just as much as the next guy, for sure. I'm an American through and through, and I'm not dogging any American companies. But let's be honest here. There's a lot of things that aren't manufactured in America that were once maybe manufactured in America. So if you could only limit yourself, if you can only limit yourself to American-made companies, well then, you might have less than what you need. So all I'm saying is, I don't think Harbor Freight is terrible. They still employ Americans. They're still an American company. I had a buddy that worked there. He was getting paid. My money was going to his paycheck as well. So this is a real sensitive topic, and I understand that. And I'm not trying to open up a can of worms for anything. I just was trying to let you guys understand and know, where I'm coming from. And I don't only buy Harbor Freight stuff. As you can see, I'm into all tools. Milwaukee. I don't even know if you can see this. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can see it. Milwaukee. Milwaukee power tools. Ryobi I buy a lot of. But honestly, where is this made? Is this made in America? Matter of fact, I have the box right here. Let me be clear. I'm not dogging on Milwaukee at all. My opinion of Milwaukee is bar none, probably the highest opinion of a power tool. I'm just trying to put it in perspective for you guys. And, I'm not dogging on any tool brand. I love them all. My personal opinion of this thing right here is it's a beast. This is the 1,400 foot-pound model. And I actually bought Milwaukee over Harbor Freight because I wanted I wanted this. You know, I wanted something that was just a beast. And I'm not saying that the Harbor Freight is terrible, but you know, in my preference, I wanted this. This is what I wanted. You know, and so I just you know, I love Milwaukee tools. This is my first. Well, no, this isn't my first. This, I think, was my first Milwaukee power tool, and I absolutely love this thing, and I want to get the new model. But this had really opened my eyes on how good, you know, Milwaukee is, and that made me, you know, when it was time to upgrade impacts, I had to go with, you know, I had to get this thing. You know, this was something that I just had to get because it was a beast, and that's what I wanted. So basically, guys, I'm not dogging any tool brand. I'm just, like I said, I'm merely just trying to, you know, bring you guys good content, good conversation, maybe make you think. This video might get hated on, it might not. But I hope you like my videos, and I hope you enjoy my content. And so, with that being said, if you like this video, click like. If you like this channel, please click subscribe. And as always, if you're a YouTuber yourself and you have a channel you want me to check out, I will have no problem returning the favor. I'll subscribe to your channel and support you, and I would hope that you would do the same thing for me. So, with that being said, I'm out.